Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's video is just going to be a little update on the storm that's happening across the Midwest this weekend. It's not going to be too strong, but it can bring some ice to certain locations like central Illinois, central southern Indiana will be in the ice, freezing rain. So definitely something to be aware of because not a lot of freezing rain is not a lot of freezing. It doesn't take a lot of freezing rain to cause messy roadways and lots of accidents. So, in fact, most of the accidents happen when there's a glazing of ice on the roadways. So, just be careful out there because I'll show you guys in a minute what I'm talking about because this is actually going to happen. I'm not making this up. It's nothing going to be a record-breaking storm, but it's definitely something to watch about. And also, I'm going to be talking about the very stormy pattern that's going to be occurring. A very stormy, meaning like big snow systems and rain systems are going to be trekking across the country, guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about that towards the end of the video. But first, let's talk about the snow. So you can see this is the GFS around at 12 o'clock noon, and today noon, since today's Saturday when I'm recording this video. And so this is where the low comes out. It drops onto the south and it brings up moisture. And then once it's moisture, there's warm air with this moisture. And there's the cold air is locked in here, guys, for most of the eastern half of the nation. And warm air can't just move cold air out of the way so quickly. And so, because cold air is much denser and much harder to move. So the warm air just overrides the cold air, pretty much goes on top of the cold air. And when precipitation falls, it sometimes melts through that warm layer, then freezes back up. So either it could be sleet or it could be freezing rain, depending on how deep that warm layer is or how shallow it is. And you can see for pretty much, according to the GFS, much of the northern half of Illinois and northern half of Indiana will see snow. And it doesn't show much ice, just a little bit on the front edge. But the NAM model, guys, has a completely different story, which I'll show you. So you can see areas like Cleveland will probably get some snow, 2 to 4 inches. Nothing too big, but and then it weakens as it goes to the coast. So no big nor'easter for the coast. And now for the East Coast. Now I want to show you the NAM models. Actually, let's go to the NAM 12 km. Let's bring it back to hour 1. Or just around now, so you can see the same story. There could be a little bit of snow with the system at the beginning in Chicago, and you can see that will bring a little bit of snow for areas like Chicago. But here, you can see the NAM is much more aggressive with this ice and rain. But I think, on the other hand, the NAM is a little bit too aggressive, while the GFS is completely non-aggressive. I mean, I don't think that the sleet will extend all the way into northern Illinois and pretty much southern Wisconsin. You can see freezing rain for much of the area. I just think that most of this will be snow, and not a lot of this will be so much freezing rain, because the warm air would need to be really deep, and I just don't think there will be that much warm air to move in. So the NAM, you could see, I definitely do think that there will be some ice for central Illinois and central Indiana or southern Indiana, and I don't know if this will actually show you, but you could see some total accumulated precip. So this precip of ice will be quite a bit if the ice does fall up to, you could see almost 3/4 of an inch of ice, which I don't think will happen again, but it is possible that there could be up to 1/4 of an inch of ice, I'm saying. So stay tuned for that, guys, because stay tuned for your local weather station and the radar, especially the radar, because that could change and that could definitely bring pretty much a lot of havoc across the highways. And it just moves out of the way, and that's pretty much it for the weekend. But if we move on further into the week, you can see there's going to be a big storm moving across. Sorry, guys, that's a door closing in my basement. But you can see there's another storm following this storm. So the first storm passes through right here. Here's the first storm. Then there's going to be a second weaker storm that's not going to really affect much. But here's the big storm. And guys, again, I was saying a stormy, snowy pattern. Again, that doesn't mean snow for your area. This just means stormy pattern in general for the whole USA. And you can see much of Illinois, Iowa, southern, and pretty much almost into northern Wisconsin will be in the rain. So areas like Green Bay will be also in the rain, according to this model run. And then wrap around, there could be some snow, but not much. But you can see another low tracking up the coast, and that could bring also a lot of snow. And just general another storm, and then another storm, and then another storm, and then it just keeps going, guys. So a lot of precipitation for much of the nation. I do think that there will be, wherever you live in the south or the north, there will be pretty much a good dose of severe weather, snowy weather. And again, all these tracks are not set in stone. Even this nearest one, this Thursday, can change. And even Chicago could get snow. Most likely it will get rain because it'll just be too warm. But again, guys, be happy that it's even raining and you're not in a situation like California where it's drought, because it's just horrible out there. And I'd like to show you some snow totals from the first snowfall, or um the snowfall that's going to happen over the weekend. So total snowfall accumulation, you could see about, not too bad, around 1-2 inches across the Chicago area. Cleveland, about the same, so nothing too special. Includes sleet, so anywhere that sleet does fall in here, it will accumulate, but not as much as snow, since snow has fluffy flakes. But now let's keep going, but to the second storm, and you can see that swath brings a lot more snow to northern Wisconsin, Minnesota. Minneapolis will be on the verge, but again, this is just one model run, and you could see if you move back, this is the previous model run, this is again previous, so it's been shifting all over the place, but generally it has been consistent that the storm will happen. So I'm guessing, guys, there will be quite a bit of snow from Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Nebraska, northern parts of Wisconsin, but this is not set in stone, guys. And then later on, if you really wanted to see how much snow will fall across the nation, this is for 240 hours. So you can see pretty much most of the snow is from the first snow system, and then the second one, it's going to be across the east, which again is still not set in stone, guys. So stay tuned to your local weather station, or you could stay tuned for me if you want to. And now let's check out some of the advisories that the National Weather Service has posted in Illinois. Let's go to Peoria. That's a pretty big city. U of I's there, University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. That's actually in Urbana-Champaign. And you could see snow likely, then cloudy, but I don't think there will be that much snow as the National Weather Service. I think it'll be more sleet and freezing rain. You can see no new sleet and snow accumulations, less than half an inch. So nothing too major, but again, not a lot of precip takes to cause a lot of pretty much havoc on highways and roadways. So stay tuned to your local weather service and a radar. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and liking the video. See you guys on the next episode.